Welcome back. It's the final chapter, the final countdown, and my computer's actually been acting up a little bit. And I'll point out right now that this is taking place, the recording I mean, is immediately after the previous video, so my phone may still be going off at some points. I actually told my girlfriend that I've been talking about her and that she was well complimented, as I knew she would be. Because I would like to point out, it's a different girl than the one I mentioned in previous videos. And I'm not going to go into too many details, but I'm seeing somebody else now. The previous girl, I still care for her a great deal. I really do. And the relationship ended amicably, if not perfectly. It's just the girl I'm with now, our relationship was a very long time in the coming. Very, very long time. And she came back into my life recently, and we decided that after all the near misses we'd had, all the time we spent trying to work everything out, we owed it to each other to give it a go, and I am eternally grateful to my previous girlfriend for being so understanding about it. I know how hard it must have been for her, but this isn't a vlog, so I don't want to hark on about it, but point is, she's extremely complimented by me being so happy to finally have her in my life. So, yes. Let's just leave it at that, shall we? I know there are some dudes around here. This is one of them. Actually, you know what? Sod you up. I'm doing one. I'm gonna do one. So I have to fight one of those big chaps up ahead. You know, the really big ones that you have to shoot in the back. Oops. Now if they try and come at me from behind, they'll be hit by the fans. And I'll be like, mwah! And they'll be like, no! And they'll be like, yay! And they'll be like, no! And I'll be like, my girlfriend is awesome! Anyway. I really don't want to go into too many details because this isn't the place for it. So there's the chap I was talking about. Come here, big fella. Come here, big yin. Shoot him back. Starting to miss the line gun now. Plasma cutter ain't all that against these guys, especially not the black variety. Which, if you haven't figured out yet, are tougher versions of the regular enemies. Should really know that by now, considering how many times I've mentioned it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Reload, Isaac. Thank you. I'm a little bit distracted, is it obvious? No. There we go. I'm trying to remember which button it was to cancel it then. Anyway, not much left to do now. It is a fairly lengthy section coming up ahead though, but that's not because the game itself, or the area itself is long. That's because there's a fair bit of talking. Some of the final plot developments are just ahead of this. So, you will be free from my incessant prattle. Oh, it looks like she might have gone to sleep. It is quite late at night over here at the moment. And she does need some sleeps. But I'll be seeing her again soon. I'm quite excited about that. In case you're wondering why I'm coming over to this side, you'll see in a moment. Nope. Come on! Just have to wait for this to open. Come on, you! Open up! Open up! Yeah, I'm at that stage in the relationship where I'm checking my phone every 5 minutes, even though I know there have been no messages. I'm still compulsively checking for them. Yeah, this is why I came over to the side. Stuffs. Oh, there's nothing in that one. How disappointing. Hmm. You all have made me an unhappy Isaac. Very unhappy Isaac. I will have to nom your face. I have another battle section coming up in a moment as well, which is amongst the more frustrating. What the hell is giving me? What's rounds for now? It's among the more frustrating in the game. You'll see why in a moment. Not all that difficult, just irritating, really. To be honest, I think the most difficult was the one earlier on. Certainly the one that seems to give me the most trouble when you're inside the smelting area or whatever it is. That does become somewhat bothersome. Ah, I need more things around here. It does become somewhat bothersome because of the nature of the environment. The fact that they can come at you from so many different angles. Oh, well, I'm assuming, perhaps somewhat arrogantly, that you have seen my previous, at least the video before this. If you haven't, go watch them. I need the views. I don't want people to know more about my darling girlfriend, who has made me the most happy individual indeed. Come on, open up. But yeah, on the other side of this, I put the marker back, and then I get the major plot developments. The last of them, really. Then it's on to the final battle, which, as I've mentioned, wrong one. Which I've mentioned before, is a little on the disappointing side. Right, I'm actually going. No, I'm going to leave you there for now. You see, I have a system for this. Because in a moment, you'll see out of there are going to be some of those tentacles. Do you remember them from the hangar deck thing? More health. Come on, open, you silly thing. Open up, give me health. Right, they're going to come up and they're going to try and beat the shit out of me. So I'm going to, instead of stopping to fight them, I'm actually going to run straight past them all. Because you'll see right. Now we have, see, there are enemies coming up towards me. If I'm lucky, the tentacles will sometimes bash, as well as hitting me, will sometimes bash the crap out of them for me. It's most useful indeed. Ow! Not so useful when they're bashing me to death, though. Ah! And that didn't work out. Alright. Oh no. Right, back here. Sorry about this, chaps. You know what, in fact, I might just cut the recording briefly here. Yeah, I'm going to cut recording. Okay, apologies for my ineptitude. I'm now back, paying a bit more attention to what's going on. Not being bashed about as much. Don't worry, I'm not going to worry about you just yet. A bit closer though, and I'll start paying attention to you. Now I just have to keep an eye on what's going on. There's another one. Thankfully one of the lesser problematic ones. I'm pressing the wrong buttons again. Oh! Good timing on my part there. Still took a few hits though. Stop it! Not rushing up at me. Not gonna get you anywhere. Still gonna shoot you. Will you just die, please? Come on, you! What's he doing? Running at me and running away? Don't you mind? Thankfully got some health though. Right, come on, come on, come on. Come on, almost done. As soon as I get it in place, everything ends. There we go. now do this. And watch this, everything drops dead. Well, first of all, watch that. I don't need to worry about what's going on. He said. Don't really need to worry much about what's going on now, because that's killing them all. See? All dropping dead. And then we see...
Thank you, Isaac.
Nicole.
I always believed in you. I knew you'd return to me. We are whole again, Isaac.
We are whole.
We are whole.
Celebrity Skin. My girlfriend's actually quite fond of that song. She was listening while she was watching the music videos the other day. Alright. I now have,
emergency.
as far as I'm aware,
gravity tethers offline. Tectonic
no
load
more
release.
enemies in the game.
Impact imminent. Evacuate this area immediately.
You can be free of my incessant prattle now whilst we have the final plot development. I do like that gun. I mean, look at it. That is awesome. Also, you can do that.
You really didn't think I was just gonna walk away, did you? I can't do that. Marker's coming with me. It's a shame. I was starting to like you.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say, love.
Even if you are insane.
Insane, you say?
What, you don't believe
Insane,
me? Take a
insane,
look at yourself.
insane.
Better yet, take a look at the video from Nicole.
What's my inventory?
And this time, watch it right to the end.
That's good. It's plenty.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
Why is it steaming? That's what I don't quite understand.
It's strange. Such a little thing. In the end, it all comes down to this.
Superimpose her head
One
over
little thing.
yours. I wonder if I can actually get it to a point. What's going on? Oh no!
I didn't want it to end like this.
Oh no!
I really wanted to see you again.
You
Just
did.
once.
Kind of.
I loved you.
Loved. Past tense.
I always loved you.
Loved is a past tense participle, meaning that it no longer applies. Then again, by the time he'll have watched this, he'd already be dead, so I suppose I can kind of understand that. And it is a high stress. Actually, one of the comics I got, it was a standalone comic. Well, it was a self-contained story arc, but it actually tells the tale of Nicole.
See?
And it ends with
You're
that.
insane. Just like kind, just like the captain. Nicole has been dead this whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever you were seeing was caused by that. You are its pawn. But don't worry. It will be in good hands now. Far away from this damn place. Goodbye, Isaac.
She's a bit on the long-winded side, isn't she? Now she's doing one. Wait, she's just vanished. Walked away for a second and she's gone. Oh well. Off to face my destiny. Unfortunately, this thing here, you have to walk through it. You can't do a run because of sticky stuff on the floor. Well, you can in little bits of it, as I just did, but for the most part, see, like clomp, 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 clomp. And he actually moves at the same speed whether you run or walk. Always bugged me a little. I think it's so that they can build up the dramatic music. Watch this, I'm probably going to go and make a complete moo out of myself whilst fighting the end boss, aren't I? Just because Blank went and did it without taking a single bit of damage. I'll go and be a total moo face. Right, I'll be as quick as I can about this because there's a lot of stuff to pick up in here, and I do intend to play through again at some point using the save file, carrying it over so I can have the combat suit and all that stuff, but I'm going to make a very quick trip to the shop. See, I'm back here. Hello. Recognise this place. Recognise that in there. Yep. I mean, the end fight is it's right out there. You can actually see it partly from here. See the ship and everything. See? All set up, barrels and stuff, or whatever they are. But real quick, I'm going to nip to the shop, grab those large med kits. Remember them? Those ones that I stored way back when. I was storing them specifically for this. I don't need stasis packs. I'll keep the plasma energy just in case. Sell the line racks. Sell the pulse rounds. Grab a couple more nodes. I'll very quickly upgrade the contact beam and then, yeah. Almost done now. Feeling somewhat nostalgic now. It's all coming to an end. I do thank you all for staying with me. Those of you who have. I'm sure that maybe I'm bigging myself up too much, but I'm sure some of you have stayed with me. I do very much appreciate the support you have shown, whether it's because you've been watching me this entire time or whether it's because you're coming into it now and starting to leave me nice friendly comments. But alas, all good things must come to an end, but not before she gets her just desserts. Have it! Fling! Unfortunately, this thing is not as nearly as good as it's bigged up to be, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. Big being the operable word. It's a little on the beefy side, but it is the core of the planet. Kind of reminds me, you know, for those who have seen Paul Verhoeven's least appreciated work, it reminds me very much of the larger creatures in that. Come on, put your head back. Doom, where I can see it. Hell of a time to get a performance drop. Well, start being a douchebag to me now, come on. Please don't do this to me now. Oh, there we go. This is a pre-scripted event, by the way. It happens regardless of what you do. And it seems to have fixed my frame rate issues, so I'm not complaining all that much. Don't move me now, just don't move me now, let me get my shot off. Okay, so basically, yeah, you have to hit these weak spots. Oh, performance is going funny again. Please stop doing that, it's really frustrating. It's really... There we go. Where's my gun? Convenient that it lands right next to my hand, isn't it? I now thing to do is to run side to side. Drops down 1, and it drops down 2. It drops down 3, and you... Oh, did 4 this time, just to prove me wrong. And charge yourself up. Take out another one of its things. Apparently I can just walk back to side to side again. Don't even need to run. I remember having to run. Not choosing to run. I remember actually having to at one point. I also remember only doing 3 of them. Curious. Either way, it's still not causing me all that much trouble. You see what I mean about it being disappointing? Unfortunately, this is pretty much all she wrote. It does at least look like I'm not going to make a complete tit out of myself by messing it all up now. I have managed to do that on occasion, which is most embarrassing considering how many times I've finished this game. 100% sure why. I think I may be giving it a lot more credit than it truly deserves, simply because it's EA, and EA have been, well, let's not even go there. EA have been EA. Let's just leave it at that. I'm surprised it hasn't set any of them off, because if I stamp on them, so, how come that thing bashing down on them doesn't do that? But yeah, sadly, that really is it. Ow. Somewhat anticlimactic, that really, isn't it? And yes, that's anticlimactic, not climatic. To be climatic, it would have to be relative to the climate. As in climate change. This is actually a climax, therefore it is climactic. I could skip all of this, as in not record it, but for the sake of completion I am going to play through at least all of this. If you have no interest in watching me rambling on with myself about this, there we go. That's what we pulled out. That's a pretty damned big explosion, don't you think? But yes, now we come to the end. And for those who missed it at the beginning, we actually see Isaac's face. As much as that battle is anticlimactic, and this itself is somewhat understated, I actually like it. I think it's a very good end. It feels very personal. It's just, I mean, after something like that, what can you really do? Isaac's been going all out. He's been...
Isaac, it's me.
Really has been through the mincer, both physically and emotionally.
I'm sorry.
And I like that there. That's kind of symbolic of him finally moving on. Onto the next game at least, which I can now finally start, which makes me a very happy bunny. But not before. Admittedly, as much as that is a jump scare, it is quite an effective one. It shows as much as he thinks he's moved on, he really hasn't escaped from it. Oh, looks like my girlfriend went to sleep, which is good. She was very tired, I know that. And I've probably bored everybody else to sleep with my constant prattle. A little bit on the self-deprecating sometimes. I just don't want people to think that I'm too full of myself. I mean, I am a writer after all, so, yeah. But now, seriously. That, for your viewing pleasure, hoping you have watched it, is Dead Space. So, the only thing that remains for me to say is, for the last time for the Dead Space Let's Play at least, thank you for watching.